Test, test. Hello. Good morning, class. Thank you all for making it up early. I appreciate you being here early on a Monday morning. Welcome to the, I think, actually genuinely very first DesertBus for Hope PAX panel. Believe it or not. I am Andrew Ferguson. I am your moderator, and I am going to be leading you through our BTS panel. That would be all the things DesertBus and... Yeah, that's the... No, this is... I got the wrong... I'm sorry. Hang on. This is... I gotta... No... Okay, no, it is here. Okay. It is here. Yeah. Because we've always had a chance to meet some of you at the various Loading Ready Run panels, we also wanted an opportunity to show you a little bit of stuff that didn't make it to the camera. We don't always have time to cover that at the larger panels, so we figured we'd tell you some stories this morning. I have already let you know my name. I'm currently our board president, technically, because I beat James at rock, paper, scissors. Genuinely true, not a joke. And no one has challenged me yet, so. And then going down the line here, we have
Joe Trollo. I bake, I believe.
What a handsome man.
Truth.
I am Mikey Newman. I make silly videos on the internet that maybe you have seen sometimes.
Heck yeah. Shout out Film Joy.
Shout out.
No, I am Joe Trollo. I'm a broadcast engineer with DesertBus and do some assorted other software stuff.
I'm PJ Martin. I beat Andrew. I am no longer the comms deputy. I'm the comms director.
Whoa!
Beat him in a shootout of NHL '94. Your Sabres are no match for my Blackhawks.
Next time.
I'm Boomer. I'm a broadcast engineer, largely because I'm more comfortable when I'm in control of whether or not people can see me. So,
And I guess according to an enforcer that doesn't really know Graham, I'm Graham.
Oh, yeah. Cory has also been mistaken for Graham. I don't think I have yet, but there's still time left. Yeah. We also have a bunch of other DesertBus friends here, including Tim from Comms, Az from Comms.
Oh, I didn't see Azzy. Hi, Azzy. Sorry.
Cory in the background there from Broadcast, and some of our friends from Child's Play down front here. Hi, friends. I feel like most of you probably know the answer to this question, but just in case, did anybody wander here and has no idea who we are? Like, hands up. Genuinely? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
So, this is going to explain basically nothing, but it's going to give you a sense of what DesertBus is like.
It's so gratifying that such a stupid idea is so successful.
DesertBus. What is it for? Hope, apparently.
You might ask, should we fear joining the Dominion? And I answer you, not in the least.
It's time!
The psychic ritual. The psychic ritual.
Back in my day, we just drove the bus and then died.
Hey, we got a point!
Yeah!
That flips, James. That's what I'm looking for.
I legitimately forgot we did the hat thing.
The hat thing was good.
You know what you did, okay? It was Jason's fault. Okay, you definitely deserve this.
Oh, you got shamed. How do we still have these?
Boomer, one of the DesertBus volunteers, supplied us with a bunch of aftermarket beards.
Well, anyway, I probably should go do my job. I have one. Okay. I caught the ball! Yeah! I mean...
Wow! Wow! We have a first! I like crabs. Why? Great!
Excellent. I don't like when people have crabs.
We're not what the bus just happened. Oh, you need a crab?
I am Jigpaw, and I want to play a game.
Guess I get okay. It's fine. It's good. No. Just look right here. It's okay. Hi, Brett. Right here. You're with me. You're with me.
I'm with you. Eyes up here.
Good. Very good. There we are. All right. Bucket Brothers.
Bucket Brothers.
Either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend.
Warning, incoming game.
Oh, what? Beach down.
If your result is 3, then you have a lovely bowl of ice cream.
I rolled a 3.
A 3. You have a lovely bowl of ice cream.
I do.
Great.
That's me. Oh, I know!
If you want crab be gone, speak to your local grocer, and if they don't have it, ask them to order in crab be gone.
This has been a message from the Crab Council of Nova Scotia.
In a theoretical Desert Bus Muppet universe, who would be the one human on each shift?
Johnny.
Yes. The dance party.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes!
Oh yeah, you're right. I should. You're right. Yeah. I only.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Here's our beer for the day.
Pony keg. All right, what's everybody else drinking?
We've been on the internet.
I couldn't pick a better song for this.
I'm afraid to press the dance party button because the one time I legitimately said, we should do a dance party for that, I pressed the button, was ready to dance, and it played The Sound of Silence. All right, well, come on, universe. Give us a good one.
All right.
Everybody get in here.
Thank you. Feel like you got it? All right.
Yeah, I hope that cleared up everything.
Everything, yeah. There is going to be a quiz later. The only other really important thing to know is that all of that ridiculousness is to help raise money for Child's Play charity, to help kids in children's hospitals all around the world, and to help with their hospital tech program and help make sure that kids can still have a fun and good life, even if they're dealing with difficult stuff. So, it's important. It looks silly, but it's important. Oh, I shouldn't have left that in there either. In true Graham fashion, I was working on this slide deck while you were filing in. But I figured, why don't we start with a story from a couple of years ago? I think it was 2022?
Yes, that's right.
I think so. For those of you who were watching Year Before Last, you may have seen or heard about the Kindness War, and you may or may not know about Joe Trollo and what kind of person Joe is.
Thank you to all the people in chat who've been sending me dog pictures.
Is this what I'm like for cats?
Yes.
Welcome to the Joe Pets a Dog shift.
I subscribe to the Our Golden Retrievers subreddit.
As everyone should.
As everyone should.
Hi everybody, I'm Graham. And this is Kathleen. A dedicated camera to stream Marnie. What do you think you're doing?
This is your fault. You can't just say these
I know,
things in
man.
front of me.
I haven't had the time and energy.
Because why would we ever freaking plan things around here? Oh, they put rust-proof B-shed in there.
They sure did. Yeah, Sokar put in a bunch of fun stuff. That thing, that enormous tower that we saw there is called a croquembouche.
That's right.
Oh, it wants to play again. Cool. Thank you.
No, thank you.
So this was like the culmination of the kindness war, right, Joe?
No, this was actually second to last. The culmination was that giant box of 200 cookies where each bag had a compliment for Jacob taped on it that I made him read.
Yeah. So yeah, tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, so I guess we're starting with a scandal. This croquembouche is not mine. Oh. This I had intended to use as set dressing for a much more complicated act of kindness, where we were going to get a whole bunch of people from the shift and other friends of Jacob into my kitchen to bake something extravagant, similar to a croquembouche, but not a croquembouche, because that would be too on the nose. And my intention was that when we go to open the fridge to swap out for the next stage of the recipe, that there'd just be a full croquembouche in there waiting that we wouldn't acknowledge. Yeah.
Just be sitting there.
Yeah, just that, and absolutely no acknowledgement of it.
Yeah. So wait, hang on. So this is not yours.
Correct. I bought this one from Daniel Patisserie, who did us a great favor by making this with only 1 day's notice.
Actually, going way back, they're the ones who made the dick butt cake that pranked me as well. The same bakery.
Yeah. Friends of DesertBus.
But you were gonna.
They are the DesertBus.
Yeah. You were gonna do the. You were gonna do a video though, right?
Yeah. The video fell through because when you think of something very complicated that involves like 12 people on day 4 of 7, and you need all the people from your shift who have already dedicated those 6 hours to the shift, it doesn't really work out. So we ended up scrapping that, and I presented this croquembouche to Jacob as is.
So I don't have a video on my next slide that I'm cutting to?
Okay.
I assumed you made a video.
No, the video doesn't exist. It might.
Did you at least make a croquembouche?
I am insulted by your insinuation that I haven't made a croquembouche.
Oh, okay. So that must be what. Oh no, there he goes. Just like that. Perfect.
How many times did you make it spin?
As many as I want.
I have indeed made a croquembouche. This is what my croquembouche looks like.
This one didn't make it to air.
No, but it did make it to the Lurk Christmas party. That's right. If you spotted on Instagram, I think January 2023, this would have been, the Lurk Christmas party that year was in my condo, and wanting to prove that I could have done this in a day, I did this in a day, and we had it for dessert. And it turned out much better than I was expecting for my first ever croquembouche. And, thank you. For those of you who rightfully doubt that I still haven't made a croquembouche, I brought receipts. I did make it. They puffed up so well that I ran out of filling and had to make more last minute.
I thought for a sec that you actually brought another one. I was like, yes!
Oh, God. I don't think I could do that in the hotel room microwave. No.
Believe in yourself, Joe.
Technically, it's a kitchenette. I can't believe that you made this period. Like, just looking at this is an incredible amount of work to be able to bake each individual piece, fill it all with cream, and then build it into that giant tower. That's
and
amazing.
then deconstruct it. Why did they build it into the tower in the first place?
Yeah, Joe, why did they build it into
John
the tower?
Croquembouche?
For the show of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
the
it's
spectacle.
for the flex.
Oh, so it's
if you could, wouldn't you?
That makes sense.
Yes, croquembouche is French for crispy mouth.
I like that it's cream filled. Like that breaks my brain.
Well, the whole reason you're supposed to make it the day of is because the puff pastry, sorry, not the puff pastry, the pâte à choux, the cream puffs, the exteriors, are supposed to stay crisp and crunchy.
Right.
After you fill the interior with your filling, after a little while, they start to go soft. So you're supposed to serve it the day of, so it still has that crispness to it.
Do you think I could get away with going to Dunkin' Donuts and buying a box of Munchkins? And I just, like, icing them together, and then I show up and I have a croquembouche.
Honestly, that would probably go over just as well with this crowd.
Fair.
Well, if you're going to do it at DesertBus, though, it has to be Timbits.
Yeah, you got to convert to Canadian.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
I
you got to
forgot I was
convert
in
to Canadian.
Canada, yeah.
Yeah, what's the conversion rate? It's like 0.6 Timbits per American No, it's one.
It's 400 calories to 100 calories in Canada, I believe. Is the
That sounds right. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that because I know a lot of people were really impressed with that when that happened. I went and dug up photos of this, and these are some of the ones that have the most comments on them on the Flickr. Let me see what else people sent me in here. We can all discover this together. Oh, yeah. I think this one actually requires our friend Cory to abandon his position on the camera for a second there, because this is something that did kind of happen on camera, but did not fully happen on camera. So what y'all might have seen would have been this loud little dance party moment here. Where they're going pretty hard, right? It seemed like it.
Seems like it. You know, but this is 2018, and this is dance party like 6 or 7 in a row. And the next clip is dance party number 1. If you want to go ahead and roll that and see what happens.
What is happening?
Chad.
It's crazy.
You are unbelievable, Chad.
Holy moly.
Chimera, especially right now.
Our monitors.
Yeah, I can see that. So
we lost ISO. Engineering danced so hard they kicked out the monitor cable.
good.
There'll be some lighting issues for a sec. We accidentally unplugged the second computer.
You have one job.
I dance too hard.
He has like 1,700 jobs. What are you talking about?
Get the German in
One
there.
of them
Don't
has to
fix
be
it.
not kicking the plugs out of the thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that has to be one.
I'll add it to the job description next year.
Okay, thank you. That's all
To
I'm
be
asking.
fair, like I
Well,
figure
give me a sec. I gotta restart.
if we go back and look at the job description, I'm pretty sure we did not put that in.
Pretty sure we.
I was like, why are all the cameras out? And Corey's like, it's the lights are off, Johnny.
Whoa.
We got
the
lights again.
came and here we are again.
All right.
Welcome to Desert.
So when I went to go find the footage, like I had this very strong memory of dancing so hard we broke everything, right? But my memory was we danced so hard we broke everything and we got away with it, which obviously does not happen, right? Yeah, so I go down this rabbit hole, I find the archive, I find this footage, and I'm like, wait, what happened? Yeah, no, it turns out we danced so hard, we broke everything on the first song, we kept dancing so hard 6 other times. If you want to roll the next clip, we, on this one, are dancing and jumping around, and we were still, at that point, using our, like, Tower Max with hard drives. The hard drive skipped because it like got too much shock. And thankfully, despite being called the audio computer, almost nothing audio related, at least when it comes to a dance party, actually runs through that computer. So in the process of that dance, it reset itself, and by the time the dance was done, like we're golden, like we're back, yeah.
I can't believe you broke the computer twice in 2 different ways,
Right.
and the stream stayed up.
Well, again, thankfully, multiple computers. The video computer, totally safe. It is funny, there's a longer version of this clip if you go to the YouTube of the dance party where Jordan is like seeing us in the engineering monitor go, and you hear him on camera go, we're gonna break it again.
Amazing.
Well, no.
Yeah. Thank you, Cory.
Bye.
He is, of course, busy filming the panel from the back there so that our fine friends at the VST have something to post later. But he wanted to share that with us. What else do I got in here? I feel like I might be pulling somebody else up. I feel like if I go, yeah, Tim. Tim had this one. So for folks who don't know, what we do to organize everything is we have our own internal Slack. We have a bunch of different channels, including stuff for things that are happening on stage
And it's so
for
cursed.
us to coordinate all our different. This is about some of the cursed stuff.
Yes. Oops. I need to be closer to the mic.
Yeah. So for context, this is last year?
Yes. So this is our super serious channel. This is DB stage. This is where we go to coordinate basically between engineering, people on stage, what's happening. Oh, thank you.
No problem.
And we were coordinating a this or that, Magic card or Final Fantasy XIV song.
Seems normal.
Yep, posted in Slack, get ready to go. What we did not expect was this. Slackbot responded, did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety, yada.
A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion?
That sounds like a heck of a deal.
Wow.
You can play
I
up
bet
to
they...
level 60.
Really?
Yeah, we got to update that.
Yeah, apparently, even at the time this posted, this was out of date.
Are we supposed to keep our documentation up to date at DesertBus?
I wonder who made that mistake.
Slackbot doesn't.
Yeah, actually, who did make this?
I don't know.
No?
Doesn't sound like somebody who has admin access to the Slack and used to be a communications director.
No idea? Okay.
I feel like half of the Slack goofs are either me or Ian.
Yeah.